Clearly, the telco industry has been facing tremendous challenges brought on by the digital transformation and cloud computing. The Zain Group is based in Kuwait and operates in 8 countries throughout the Gulf with 47.4 million customers. It's a leader in cloud transformation and has an in-depth cooperation with Huawei that has led to great achievements in the cloud computing sector. Joining us now is Mohammad Al Murshed, who is the Network Director of the Zain Group. Mohammad, how did Zain achieve such success in cloud computing, and what were the challenges along the way that it took to achieve this?
Talking about our journey with ICT in Zain, actually started in 2015 when we have had an internal meeting with the company. Here we made the decision, and we had a new strategy basically to change our positioning as a mobile operator to a digital player in the region. As you mentioned, we are operating in 8 countries, and we are one of the leading company in Middle East. And innovation is part of our DNA, and we cannot stop. The sky is our limit. Talking about the 5G and the digital transformation, without the right infrastructure, preparing the network and the infrastructure for this, we are going to risking our investment. Therefore, one of the very important initiatives that we agreed or decided in 2019 is to have unified ICT infrastructure. Basically, this is a virtualization environment that will serve our company internally and also our customer, B2B and other consumer. It's not IT or CT, it is ICT that will serve all our application. We had a lot of challenges, which technology we are going to go with and which direction we are going to go with. But I think it took us a long time to decide what are the right approach for this one.
Can you tell us what that means to you, and tell us how that affects your relationship and your demands from various vendors in the technology space?
We as a mobile operator in the past, we used to sell voice and later on data. And this is part of our DNA. Introducing a new digital services, it was a headache to us. It was really a big challenge for us. As I mentioned, in order to introduce digital services like a smart home, smart city, B2B, preparing for the 5G, you need to have a very strong, reliable, scalable infrastructure.
What are your thoughts for the Zain Group about 5G in particular, and how are you preparing for that aspect of the journey?
Okay, excellent. I think in our region, our regulator and our government, they are very excited to have the 5G in our countries. And we believe that we see like a race between the country and the region who will deploy the 5G first. The good news that our regulator, we have an open discussion with them and how they are going to help us to deploy the 5G. 5G is it's not cheap, it's expensive. It requires a lot of frequency, it requires a lot of things. Now, I think we believe that the 5G, it's part of the strategic national decision from our regulator and the government. And we would like to participate in this journey. Therefore, in order to prepare for the 5G, it is not only the radio side, also we have to make sure that we have introduced the virtualization and the edge data center in our network in order to meet the latency that in the 5G. So we are working very hard to deploy the 5G in our region, and we hope that Huawei will help us not only in the radio but also in other area in the ICT world.
Mr. Mohammad Al Murshed, the Network Director of the Zain Group, thank you very much for your time today.